Hello everyone, Catweazle here, welcome to the channel, and welcome back to Arkham Horror, A Deal with the Devil, Turn 11. Well, things have certainly improved a little. Just goes to show, get another seal and things look a lot more rosy. So we're on 3 seals now. Now our first player this turn is going to be Trish Scarborough. Trish is currently here. She's in the first part of the Dreamlands. She will be followed by Sister Mary, who is in a bit of trouble because she is stuck here in the Black Cave, which she's just sealed, but unfortunately she's got a skeleton and a cultist for company that she's going to have to sneak past. Then, after her, it's wearily, who's up here at Arkham Asylum, where she's just undergone some treatment, and now she's feeling a lot better. She's now got a full complement of sanity. And our final player this turn will be Carolyn Fern, and Carolyn is down here in the first part of the Great Hall of Celiano. We currently have 4 open gates. We've got one in Dunwich, which is here at the Village Commons, where it's stuck now. It can't move anywhere now, so we do know it's going to stay there. It cannot go in a vortex. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for the cultist that is guarding it. So unless we could kill that cultist in pretty short order, we will probably get a token on the Dunwich Horror track here. If we get 3 tokens on that track, the Dunwich Horror comes out. So that's something else we've got to be aware of. But fortunately, the other 2 monsters in Dunwich are ghosts, and they do not move. They are yellow-bordered monsters. Other gates, we've got one here at the Witch House, which has got a horrific colour out of space, and another skeleton guarding it. We're going to have to kill that colour out of space. It's not as bad as I thought it might be, but that's only because we've got Trish, who's a bit of a beast. All the same, let's kill it, because we cannot do with losing sanity left, right and centre if we get square monster movement. And that's what will happen. We will roll a die, and if we roll a 4, 5 or 6, we're all going to lose 1 sanity in Arkham, and that is bad news. So hopefully Trish will be able to deal with that colour out of space, as well as hopefully shutting the gate as well. Other gates, we've got one here at the woods, that's guarded by a Starspawn, another nasty monster, and our final gate that's open is the Unvisited Isle that is guarded by a crawling one. The terror track is at 3, so the general store is shut, and we also have 3 monsters in the outskirts where we're allowed 4. As soon as that overflows, the terror level will go up, we will lose an ally, the outskirts will get emptied, and then we'll start filling them up again. But, yep, let's get on with it. So, as I said, Trish Scarborough's our first player, so let's get over to the upkeep phase. And here we are with Trish. Now, I'm going to do exactly this turn what we did last turn. So we're going to move her luck right up, because we're still in an other world. So with Amy Pearce, she's got a luck of 4, and she'll also have a speed of 4, even though we don't need the speed. It's just because she's got odd skills. Well, she hasn't got odd skills, they're just in a different order than anybody else's, and she has abnormal focus. So we've moved that 3, that means we've got 2 left. So we'll put a fight and sneak up one, and we'll put a law and will up one as well, I think. So, yeah, let's get them up as much as possible. I think a 4 sneak, along with, she's got +1 sneak as a skill, that should be enough. And Law and Will, let's give her a chance, just in case we do get some sort of odd otherworld test. So, that's her, but of course, we've got to check for a blessing. So, come on. We've been doing really well at these. Let's see if we can keep it going. Yes, we can. So she keeps a blessing. That's excellent. And next up, we have Sister Mary. Now, Sister Mary is in the Black Cave, and as I mentioned, she's got 2 unwelcome visitors. She's got a cultist and she has a skeleton. Now, she's going to try and sneak by them. She doesn't need to roll twice to sneak past both monsters. The important one is the cultist. The cultist has got a -3 evade penalty. The skeleton's got a -2 evade penalty, but what you do is you pick the one with the highest evade penalty, which in this case is the cultist at -3. Now we've put a sneak up to 4, which is good. So that means -3, she will get 1 die to try and sneak past. She has got 3 clues, so that is what she's going to do. She will have, if she manages it, she'll have 2 speed, because she'll have the speed here, and she'll also have +1 from Richard up to I've got no shirt on. So hopefully, 1 dice, 3 clues, she'll be able to get out of there. And I think she will head towards the Merchant District streets. She could go in the graveyard and pick up a clue, but if we get to the Merchant District streets, she will be able to get up to the train station the turn afterwards and pick up that ally. I'd rather she picked up the ally than a catchy. If you remember the environment card, Along Came Jones, there's an ally waiting at the train station. The reason I don't want a catchy to get that ally is she's got 2 dark pacts. Sister Mary's got 1, but catchy has got 2. So I'd rather have Sister Mary go up there. So that's what we will do. But it's Sister Mary and she has to roll for her blessing. So let's see how we go on. A 1. No, she's failed. What she's going to have to do now is she's got to do her Fear No Evil. So we're going to exhaust that and she gets to roll again. So come on, not 2 1s in a row. Come on, Mary. A 4. So that is a good personal story ability. So she has exhausted that. Remember that when we go up to, who is it? Carolyn Fern. We cannot use that again this turn. She's used it herself to keep her blessing. So, don't start failing rolls now, Sister Mary. Right, so that's her. We're not going to move any of her sliders. They'll be fine where they are. So that is it for her. Right, next up will be a catchy on Yellow. And here's a catchy. As mentioned, she is going to the Bank of Arkham. She is going to get some cash out. She's going to take out a bank loan. So she only needs 2 movement, but I'm not going to... In fact, I am going to use a focus. I haven't really been using it because it's only 1. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to stick her fight up. So we are going to start shoving her fight up. Even if she gets to the curiosity shop and doesn't get a weapon, I can see we're going to get to a situation where she's going to have to start fighting stuff anyway in order just to be useful. So let's move her fight up as well. We'll just start going for it. She's got 7 sanity now, so even if she fails the odd will check on a horror check, then so what? We've got to start taking a few risks with a catchy. And with a catchy and with Sister Mary, they've both got bound allies. Now Thomas had a really good idea, and that is, if you have a soul pact or a blood pact and a bound ally, you can actually use these power tokens as clues. You need to have a bound ally, so Carolyn and Trish can't use them as clues, but Sister Mary and Akachi can. So Akachi could use her soul pact during the upkeep phase. She's not going to, but she could do now if she wanted. She could exhaust it, and she could sacrifice as much sanity as she wanted for power tokens. So essentially it's like sacrificing sanity for clues. If we get to a situation where we only need to seal one last gate, that is something we may well consider. Go through another world, and just before we come out of a gate, during that upkeep phase, sacrifice some sanity, or take a blood pact and sacrifice some stamina, get some extra power tokens, and then wait for the encounter phase and see if we cannot seal a gate using power tokens. So that is a good idea. So we'll bear that one in mind. We're not going to use it yet because we don't want to give the lurker a good chance to kick our ass in the meantime. If we're going to do that, we'll do it, as I say, on the final gate and on the final upkeep before we try and seal the gate. But that's an excellent idea from Thomas. Okay, Akachi, we've used a focus. We know she's going to the bank. There's nothing else to be done. Carolyn. So Carolyn, first of all, she gets $2. So there we go. She's up to 6 now. And what is she going to do? Well, she is still in the Great Hall of Celiano. She's going to go to the second half of Celiano. I quite like where everything is, but we're going to have to start moving her law up, I think, because she's going to be coming out shortly. So we'll use 1 focus. So still got 4 luck. That should still be plenty, but we've got to get ready to get it up to 5 for such time as we try and seal the gate and use a few of these clue tokens to seal the bugger. Right, so I don't think we'll use the other focus. It's now within 2 of getting to 5, so I think we've set that up nicely. What else? Oh, obviously we've got to do the retainer, and we have got to do the blessing. And as you know, we've already used Sister Mary's reroll. Oh, we've lost the retainer. Damn it! But we did keep the blessing. The blessing was the important one. So we did quite well with the retainer. So, you know, while it lasted, it was nice, but we've lost it now. Yes, I must admit, when I mentioned last turn that we hadn't even failed one of those rolls, I thought, oh, we must be due to fail one. And if we had to lose one, then the retainer is the one that I would have chosen. So unfortunate, we couldn't keep that going. But at least we've still got 3 investigators blessed. That is excellent. So let's us carry on. I don't think there's anything else for us to do. I was talking about clues with Carolyn there, wasn't I? Don't need those clues. She's got an elder sign. But those hopefully will come in useful for something else. Right, so that is it. So let's get on with the movement phase. And here we are at the movement phase. So Trish is first. She goes to the second half of the Dreamlands. Then we have got Sister Mary. So Sister Mary is going to try and evade these 2 guys. As I mentioned, we only have to evade the one with the highest modifier. Well, the lowest modifier, the -3. So she's going to get 1 dice because she has a sneak of 4. So, but it's blessed. It's a blessed dice. Come on. 4 or better. A 2. Damn it! We're going to have to spend a clue. So we're going to spend a clue. Oh, come on. A 4. So she's still got 2 clues left. But it's a clue we would have preferred to have kept. So that's a bit of a downer. But, come on. So she moves to Rivertown first. Ooh, don't want to take the seal with her. And then she's going to go to the Merchant District. We are hoping with her in the Merchant District that we're not going to get that crawling one moving from the Unvisited Isle, hopefully. But the idea is, next turn she'll go 1, 2 and move up to the train station. Right, that is it for Sister Mary. So next up is Akachi on Yele. And here's Akachi. She's going to go 1, 2, and she is in the Bank of Arkham. Brilliant stuff. Our last player is Carolyn. So let's see Carolyn. And here's Carolyn. She moves to the second half of the Great Hall of Celiano. That is it for the movement phase. Next up is the Arkham encounter phase. And our first player who's not in another world is Sister Mary once again. Here's Sister Mary. She may not be in another world. She may be in Arkham, but she's also in a street location, so she is not going to have an encounter. So that's it for her. Let's move up and see a catchy on Yelly. And here's a catchy. And rather than have an actual downtown encounter, she's going to use the text at the bottom of the location, and she is going to get herself a bank loan. So let's pull one out. Here we go. Had one of these earlier in the game. Focus. So she will gain $10. Then, not next upkeep phase, but the upkeep phase after, she'll roll a die. On a 1 to 3, we pay $1. Or we discard all her items, but she hasn't got any. So, hopefully this won't be a big problem. So, we'll take that and we'll take $10. And hopefully what this will do is give us something to spend in the curiosity shop. Hang on while we get some single dollars out. Right, that's it. And that is it for a catchy. Next up is the Otherworld encounter phase. And here we are with Trish and Carolyn. Now, Trish is first, so let's just make sure that's in. Take the straw of pointing power out of the way. So it is Trish to go first. We need the gate deck. So that can go here. And can we see that? Yes, we can. Right, she is in the Dreamlands. That's any colour. So whatever this top card is, it will be for her. City of the Great Race, Celiano, so we've got other. You find some valuable items that you can sell back in Arkham. Gain $3. Well, it's about time she had a decent gate card, and she's finally got one. She's got herself $3. So let me dig that out. That puts her on to $12. So I'll give her a 5 and take 3 back. Sorry, take 2 back. She got $3, not 2. Right, so she's on $12 now. So, good find. Right, let's move this down. And now it is Carolyn's go. She is at the Great Hall of Celiano, which is a blue or a green. So, come on. Red, no good. Yellow, no good. Blue. Dreamlands, we're not there. Abyss, so it's other. You are lost in a labyrinth of high walls. Pass a law -1 check or stay here next turn. That's why I wanted to keep a law. Remember when we were thinking about if she was going there? It's just because it's full of books and everything, the Great Hall of Celiano, so I thought we might get the odd law check. So, what was a law? Her law, oh, we moved it up because we're moving a law up for when we actually exit the gate, but we only moved it up 1. So her law is actually 3. Her law is actually 3. It's -1, so we're going to get 2 blessed dice. And we've got clues. So, because we've got an elder sign, we should be alright here. We got a 6 anyway, so that's cool. And she doesn't get delayed this turn, so we can discard those. We can put this back in the holder. And that was quite an uneventful Otherworld encounter phase, just how we like it. Right, so we've done that. So now it's the laugh and chuckle phase. And here we are at the laugh and chuckle phase. So let's get the stuff out. Get that. And we'll get the reckoning deck. Just in case we get a gate opening. Oh, one thing Lunaria pointed out. We've had a few, but we haven't actually had one yet that actually went off. But we got a gate burst last turn on the witch house, it just turned into an ordinary monster surge. But if we get one of these on either, what is it, Wizard's Hill, Hibbs Roadhouse or the Black Cave, that will be highly disappointing. We will go from 3 seals to 2. So Lunaria just mentioned it in the comments. I thought, oh god, yeah. It's not that I've forgotten about them. Well, in a way I had, but I just wasn't taking them into account. You know, it'd have been one of those where if it happened, I'd have gone, no! But yes, we're going to have to watch for that. Even though we've got 3 gates sealed, there is always the chance that we are going to get a gate burst. We got away with it last turn. Are we going to get away with it this turn? Here we go. What have we got? The unnameable. No, we've got a gate. Damn. That means we get a reckoning card as well. Unnameable. So we need one of those. Merchant District is looking pretty grim. So Doom. We're on 8 Doom. And we get a gate. So I'll just put that gate there. We'll have a look what it is in a second. I'll put another one of those on top of the gate stack. And right, let's see what the gate is. Relay. Oh, look at that. If that had opened on somebody, they would have been devoured. But fortunately, we had nobody at the unnameable. -3 gate, -4 with the Herald. We're not going to be able to close this one. So, yeah, we need a game effect to be able to close this one. That'd be really tough to shut. So, and it's a plus gate. So, that's a nasty gate. We'll probably pull a nasty monster to go with it, seeing as I've been pulling some really, really nasty monsters lately. What do we get? Bloody hell, the Shan. Pick the Shan out again. Oh. So the Shan's back out. Oh, wait a minute though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fortunately, goes straight to the outskirts. I forgot we were at monster limit. So it goes straight to the outskirts. Cool. So not too bad, not too bad. It's unguarded, but it may as well be because it's a -4 shut gate. But at least we haven't got an extra monster running around. So we're at our outskirts limit now. Do we get a clue? No, we don't get a clue. It's a bloody another rumour. I tell you what, I made a good decision in keeping that, you know, what was it, the Unravelling Tapestry rumour going. Because is this the 3rd rumour that we've knocked back? So, good tip there, ladies and gentlemen. If you get an easy rumour like that Unravelling Tapestry one was, try and keep it going because it knocks these horrible bloody things back. Key in the gate, I don't think I've had that. Lurking, this will be, sounds like Yogg as well. Key in the gate. So we'll have a read of that. That'll be very thematic. So it'll be a very thematic read for something we haven't got. But we did get a gate opening, didn't we? Talking of rumours, that reminds me. We take a clue token off the Unravelling Tapestry. So we've only got 2 clue tokens on that now. But it is fulfilling its actual purpose, which is keeping nasty ones like this away from us. We've got monster movement. So, oh, we've got hexagons on white again. It's a good job we moved to the Merchant District streets because it's moved back to Rivertown, that farmless spawn. We've got a slash, so that gate would move again. I think it's moved every single, well, it would have moved every single turn if it could. It is stuck at Village Commons, so it'll stay there. I don't think we've got any slash monsters. No, we don't. We don't have a triangle monster because that Shan went straight into the outskirts, so that's fine. And I don't think we've got any star monsters. No, we don't, so there's no monster movement. So let's have a look at this, what we've managed to avoid. The key and the gate. Ongoing effect. Each time a gate opens, place a clue token on this card. To pass, Investigators who end their movement in the south side streets can discard 2 gate trophies to return this card to the box and gain 2 clue tokens. I mean, the bad thing about that is if you're playing Yogg, you're getting rid of gate trophies. Getting the 2 clue tokens is nice though. What would happen if we failed? Fail when there are as many clue tokens on this card as there are investigators +1, so that would have been 5. Return this card to the box and draw a new Mythos card. Treat any gates opened by that Mythos card as gate bursts and ignore the rest of the card. Actually, this isn't too bad. This is quite easy. But it's another... Do you remember I said that Unravelling Tapestry was quite an easy rumour? Well, this is another easy rumour. That's not too bad, is it? All you're doing is getting a gate burst on the next Mythos card. So, there's me thinking, woo, haven't we been clever again? But that's quite an easy one as well. So, whatever. That's not too bad. So, that's the end of that. But, oh no, it isn't the end of that. We've still got one of these. Oh, we could, I tell you what. We could do without something bad happening to a catchy. Now she's got $10. Now is not the time for her to like have anything really bad happen to her. So let's see what this is. Blood boils. It's got the word blood in, so we don't have blood pacts. Each investigator with a blood pact, haha, gains 1 power for each point of stamina they currently have. They then reduce the maximum stamina by 2. So that's alright, we missed that. Oh, Miskatonic Lurker one. You can tell because it's gold coloured. So, yeah, that's not too bad. Even if we'd had a blood pack, that wouldn't have been too bad. Well, as long as your stamina wasn't 2 or less. So, yeah, we've missed that one. So, I really do think, though, having played this with this expansion now, I think the time to take these like pacts is later on in the game. I think we took those 2 bound allies a little early, and it gave us some problems. That's why we ended up losing a load of items and stuff. If I played with the Lurker again, I would probably leave it till about now. Say, 3 seals in, something like that, to start taking a few risks. So, but we've done alright up to now, and we've done alright that Mythos phase. We got away pretty unscathed. We've got a gate, but we didn't get a monster with it, and we've knocked back another rumour, even though it wasn't a particularly difficult one. The bad thing, if there was, well, it is a bad thing, we're up to 8 on the Doom track, so we've only got 4 more Doom tokens, 4 more mini Cthulhus to go on that track. So, need to get out of these gates, we need to seal these gates, and then we need to crack on with that final gate. But I'm feeling a lot more confident. Thomas, as I said, gave us that idea. We may be able to catch it, or Systemaria may be able to get some of these power tokens, use them as surrogate clues. So unfortunately I don't fancy Systemaria's chances in relay, so she won't be going in there. But we may be able to get somebody in another gate. Unfortunately, the easiest gate is up at Village Commons, but we can't seal that. I'm not going... If I was playing just me, and I wasn't videoing, I would send a catchy up there and seal it. Because, as I mentioned, I think a catchy's ability means she can seal it. But there are quite a few people who don't think that you can do that. And I'm not in the mood to court controversy, so I'm not going to do that. It's just easier to avoid that and not do it. Hopefully, we'll be able to get somebody into the Woods gate, or we'll get an easier gate that comes out next turn and send somebody in that. Right, anyway, that's enough talk about the future. This game can stop the future happening. We could have a gate burst like Lunaria mentioned, so we'll just have to see what comes down the track. Right, so thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for all the views, for all the subscriptions, for all the hints and the tips. Lunaria, Thomas, A-Pirate, everybody who's chipped in and helped me out during this playthrough. I would really be in a lot worse of a position if you guys weren't helping out. So thanks very much for that. If I've done anything wrong, again, then just give me a shout and I will try and fix it. I had a bit of chat around the sledgehammer. I meant to talk about in the upkeep phase, actually. Trish Scarborough's got a sledgehammer. Now, I was thinking she would get an extra fight to fight the colour out of space, but as a pirate noticed, it's to fight checks. If you actually fight the colour out of space, I won't be having a fight check, I'll be having a combat check. So that +1, that'll be fine for shutting a gate, because that is a fight check, but fighting the colour out of space is a combat check. And because it's physically immune, we won't get the +3 to combat checks. But we will keep it equipped. One, because she wants to try and shut the gate, so she'll have to have it equipped to be able to do that. But also, while I was checking the card out and finding out that A Pirate was correct, I noticed that reduce the toughness of monsters you fight by 1 to a minimum of 1. This does not affect their value as trophies. This means if we keep this equipped, the colour out of space, which is actually a 2 toughness monster, becomes a 1 toughness monster. And even though it's physically and magically immune, that part of the card will apply. So it's like getting a free success. So she is definitely coming out at the witch house. She's going to use a gate box next turn. So we may as well chat about what everybody's going to do. So I've just mentioned Trish. She's going to come out at the witch house next turn. She's going to try and shut that gate. She's going to get +1 to a fight check from the sledgehammer. She's going to get +1 to a fight check from her ally, Thomas F. Malone. And she will move her fight up to 4 because of her abnormal focus ability. She'll move it up as far as possible. So that'll get her up to 6. So 6 minus 3. Hopefully she'll still be blessed. And we'll have 3 blessed dice and 1 clue that we can sort of use to try and get that second success, hopefully. And after her, it'll be Sister Mary. Oh, she's last player, Trish. First player will be Sister Mary. Let's move the large Cthulhu. Sister Mary, on her turn, as I mentioned, will go up to the train station. Along came Jones, is still our environment card. She will pick up an ally at the train station. So that'll be pretty cool as well. Then she'll go hunting for clues, I think. There's one at Hibbs Roadhouse, there's one at the newspaper. Akachi, she's got $10. She's not going to have to pay $1 back next turn because it's her first turn with the bank loan, so she can go straight into the curiosity shop. We need a weapon or an elder sign. Finger of power. If we get an elder sign, that is just amazing. We can actually go in that relay gate. Yeah, because it doesn't matter whether it's -3, -4, or what the hell it is. We can just go in it and try and shut it, and it's unguarded. So I have to put, as Pencil Paulie puts it, I'll have to put my finger in the plug before next turn, and let's see if she can manage to get us an elder sign. Carolyn Fern, she does have an elder sign. She's coming out next turn at the Unvisited Isle. She won't have to fight the crawling one, because she is actually the first turn after coming out of a gate. We will definitely seal that gate because she has an elder sign. So woohoo! That is brilliant. So we'll get that gate sealed and we'll have our 4th seal. If Trish can do the same thing down at the witch house, we will have 5 sealed gates. Then we can have a look at Thomas's idea and get somebody into a gate and try and shut it, and maybe even use our Dark Pact to our favour. How thematic would that be? Get a few of these power tokens by sacrificing some sanity, or yeah, it'll have to be sanity because both Akachi and Sister Mary haven't got much by the way of stamina, and try and seal our final gate that way. Hopefully we won't get any gate bursts or anything, but we shall have to see. So that is the end of this episode, as I say. Oh, as mentioned, we still have to sign up thread. I'll put the link down again. I think we've got 5 people signed up now. We've got Chrissy, we've got Doug. Chrissy and Doug, you might know, they are Flying Solo and Doug Herring So they're two fellow tube tablers and YouTube personalities. They've signed up. Chris is going to be first reserve and Doug is our third player. We've got Lawrence, who is Governor 73. So welcome, Lawrence. And we have Mark Carpenter, who I mentioned right at the beginning. Fortunately, I haven't heard from Lorg, Anthony or George. So looks like we'll have to carry on without them. But they'll get a chance next time I do one, assuming like it's a success. And the last, who else did we have? Got Jeremy Bowers, who's one of the viewers. He's also a reserve as well. So any luck, we'll win this game and then we'll get straight on to Eldritch. Enough wittering. That is it for turn 11. I hope you join me for turn 12. But until then, this is me, Catweazle, signing off. Toodaloo.